What's up, guys? It is Coop Dizzle here, and welcome to episode 10 on the StreamCraft server. I wanted to do something special for episode 10 because this is the first whitelisted server that I've been invited to play on, and I've always felt really honored by that and very grateful for that opportunity, and it has been a lot of fun. The guys and girls on the StreamCraft server, they're all really nice, and they just really took me in and made me feel comfortable, and it has been an awesome experience to play with them. So I thought for one of the episodes we would do a server tour, more or less as a tribute to the server and to the builders on the server, and there are a few cool things to check out. So I want to show you guys all of that stuff today, but also we are going to be doing our first prank, and we are going to be pranking the entire server. So that should be a lot of fun, guys. I hope that you will enjoy the episode, and without further ado, let's start the tour. I thought we would go ahead and start off with my base, and yeah, you can already see from here, guys, the work we did in the last episode, it's definitely paying off. And this is going to look so much cooler, like when you come in from the nether portal, it's going to look so much cooler because we're going to build a whole forest around here, a custom forest. And you'll have that little floating island. We'll probably take a few more layers off of that, but yeah, we're gonna make a nice little pathway that kind of goes around that little hill there. It'll be a nice long nature walk, and it'll take you up to this, which will be a wall, not shaped like that. It'll be like a flat wall. I tell you what, this is the first time I've done a base with large structures, and I can just already tell this is gonna be so cool looking. It's gonna be so neat to hang out in. But anyway, guys, so this is what we got so far. And it's really not much. I think we've only been over here for about 4 episodes or something like that. But this is pretty much where I keep all my stuff, and I'm a little bit of a hoarder, like as you can tell. Like, what's this? Dirt. There we go. So all of these are just filled to the brim with dirt, and when I ran out of dirt, well, came back here and more dirt. So I don't think there's anything in there yet. And anyway, this is kind of a map to help me keep track of our progress, and I haven't updated this in a while. I wanted to wait and do it on camera. Anyway, this is like 9 maps, so we'll just do something like this and give it a little update real quick. Yeah, that's updated. There's our, on the bottom right there, sorry, my phone's going off. Anyway, so yeah, there's our central plaza, which is looking really cool on the map. And then our farm, the new farm that we built. So yeah, that's pretty cool looking. That's almost all we have to update, except, wait a minute, oh, that's the beacon. That's right, I've got a beacon over there right now. But there should be some more stuff to update. Let's try this one down here. There should be a river now. There it is. Yep, there it is. There's the river. Very cool. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that's going to be worth updating? Those 2 little stripes won't be there anymore, or at least they'll be lessened, because I covered that up. So right now we just have our little vine farm right there. And but yeah, that's it. That's our central plaza, that's our pumpkin and melon skyscrapers or farms, whatever, and that's our tower, the observation tower. That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's not much. I got a couple of ghetto farms set up here. We've got the central plaza hanging out over here, and yeah, it's looking really nice. You know, I really do enjoy it. I like the hedges and the trees and stuff. I like the fact that the tower is kind of hiding off in the background. And let's see, pumpkin melon farms are looking pretty cool. I haven't done anything there with the middle of this, but let's see here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. What about this one? Looking pretty good. So we're gonna have more than enough jack-o'-lanterns and tons of melons, so we're good. I feel like those are doing a pretty good job for us right now. Let's see, the inside of the tower I showed off on the episode where I built it, and there's nothing new in there right now. I've done no interior whatsoever. So to be honest, guys, I mean, all the projects here, everything has been enormous, and because of that, so as I was saying, all the projects here have been absolutely enormous, which means that they've been very time consuming and effort intensive, I guess. So it seems like there's not enough to show for it, but let me F3 this bad boy, and see if you can check out what kind of biome this is. You see that? That's right, it was a jungle. Okay, so if you can imagine everything that's flattened here, this was all jungle, and there were jungle trees as far as the eye could see in every direction. Now you can barely see them just out at the edge of my render distance. And some of these, like, we may have to tear down some more jungle trees at some point. We're going to see how it looks once I get the custom forest in there. We might not even be able to see those anymore. But anyway, guys, I really have enjoyed working on this space, and I'm really committed to sticking with it. You know, like, I want to build at the ultimate base, my version of what an ultimate base is, and I'm pretty committed to doing that for as long as it takes. You know, I can't wait to see what this is like when it's fully fleshed out. So anyway, guys, but of course, if you've been watching the series, then you've seen my base plenty, and let's go check out some of the other bases now. I'm gonna hop into the Nether, hop on my minecart track, and go check out some of the other bases. So I'm not sure which one we'll go to first, but I'll see you when we get there. Here's stop number 2. It's actually not a base, but it is the Nether hub. Now you'll notice there aren't any tunnels really branching off from this thing yet, and simply put, it's just not big enough to accommodate the 16 players or whatever we've got. But this was made by Dalek, I believe, is his name, and he's quite busy in real life, so he doesn't hop on too often, but he is a heck of a builder. I really do enjoy this thing. It looks really nice. There it is, guys. It's loading in. I wish I had some epic music to go on with that right now. You can't really see it. It's just pitch black, but it is a massive structure. I want to say there are 18. I think there were 18 levels on that. You can see. Oh, well, not anymore. Shoot, let me just walk out there until you can see it. Let me back up. Hopefully. Oh. I'm going to shift. Okay, there it is. Did you see that? There we go. They're starting to fall down. But yeah, so you got 18 layers on this bad boy. I'm trying to remember who did this design. Oh, I can't remember. But Cape Fear John was the leader on this project. And kind of the way this is set up is you got the 18 levels up there. You've got a pusher, like a bunch of pistons that kind of it's like a worm piston mechanism that push them into a one wide gap. And if we head in here, I love having glass for the floor. That's so neat. But anyway, this thing isn't totally decorated, and I don't think it ever really got finished in terms of decoration. How did you get out here? Bad. Why am I not hitting this guy? There we go. More lag problems, I guess. But anyway, so they all get pushed into this one wide gap, and then you can just come here and get after it, I guess. Is my connection just bad? It is. I've just got a bad connection right now. So, what's up, Coop Dizzle? What are you looking at, buddy? Is that what you were doing right before your connection got interrupted? Yep, which means the game is probably... There we go. I wonder if the game's registering me yet. Nope, it sure isn't. Okay, well anyway, guys, sorry about that. Looks like it's going to be one of those nights. Disadvantages of living in a small town, I suppose. This is the fastest internet connection that's available to us. So anyway, yeah, he led the way. Cape Fear John led the way, and Knight and I pitched in. I donated the wood for the pistons and some other stuff, and just kind of helped with constructing the spawning spaces, and I believe I did the little dispenser that you can see down here. That just basically the mine ender pearls get sucked up through the soul sand and into these hoppers, and then they just, whoa, almost walked out of there. They just get dispensed out here. So it's no big deal really, and this little mechanism here is really cool. In fact, I don't have any TNT or sand with me, but what's cool is you can put a block of TNT here, light it up, and because there's water, it won't destroy any of the stuff around it, but it will kill all of the Endermen standing here. So you can just kill them all at once, not have to drain your hunger bar. It's super convenient. Although I will say some thoughts about this particular design, at least not the spawning platforms, but just the one by one block killing platform. Anyway, the one by one killing platform, some thoughts about that are just that it does slow down your farming quite a bit. I've noticed that, like with the number of Endermen that this thing spawns, we should be able to get to level 30 in a minute or less with no problem. But because, you know, they basically get trapped up in that piston pusher that I was showing you, they get trapped in there until they can get pushed and then funneled down, and then they're in this one wide space. And to make the TNT thing worthwhile, you pretty much have to wait for them to collect like this, then stick the TNT down and light it up. Whereas, you know, you could just be like running along side to side and punching them as they fall down, would be a bit faster. Anyway, he did an amazing job with this farm, and I'm definitely glad that it's here. It makes getting the enchantments and repairs and all that stuff much faster than before. What we had before was a skeleton farm, also one by Cape Fear John and I think JSF, that they kind of put together close to the spawn town. So it's definitely a huge improvement from that. It would take like half an hour or something to get to level 30 over at that place. So, but anyway guys, that's the Enderman farm. Alright guys, well I did check out KR's area, and he really hasn't done a whole lot over there yet. He kind of just set up a little branch mine in the mushroom biome. But here we are. This is the start of Rossman's area, and I like it. He's already got a little bit of a nether tunnel going here. He's got like a design concept for it, and it's got some details in it, which is nice. But this is one of my favorite places on the server to just come and check out. You guys are really going to get a kick out of this as it loads in here, and it's daytime. Perfect. Alright, so first of all, oh man, there it is. He moved the nether portal. Oh, this is looking absolutely amazing. I love this. Okay, so that nether portal used to be like over here somewhere. In fact, I bet it's where this little sand thing is. But anyway, now he's moved it, and it kind of just fits right in with the entrance to the castle. That is so cool. I love it. And believe it or not, he did not plan any of this out in creative mode. He said that he doesn't really do that anymore. He just kind of hops on and starts building, free building. And man, it's cool. One of the things I like, okay, this part is symmetrical here, and I think this bit is new since the last time I looked. But these towers, like the other ones, are not really. Yeah, because that tower is different from that tower, and of course that is kind of like a small tower. Let's go take a look. This is a thing to behold right here. Like, I wish that I could build in this style, but it's something I haven't attempted, and I'm kind of clueless about. But it kind of reminds me a little bit of like BOO's style whenever he does something medieval like this. Oh, look at this nice little detail over here, this little bush. But anyway, so yeah, you've got the walls, and he's mixing like most of the gray textures available, or most of the stone textures anyway. And it just looks really nice how it comes together with the oak wood, not oak wood, I'm sorry, the spruce wood. And so, oh man, this is cool. I love the staircase design here, and the little supports for the platform, the banners. Oh man, this is so cool. I love it. Let's see, is this open? Oh good, we were able to get in. Okay, so yeah, there's the gate. You just saw this gate. Now let's see if I remember right. Check this out. We've got a little button over here. The gates close. Is that not amazing or what? And the pistons retract, so it kind of hides them a little bit. So cool. And if we come over here, I think that button. Oh, a little bit of lag there. There we go. And the gates are open again. So that is pretty neat. Now, I like the inside, like the design of the hallway. It looks nice, you know, it's kind of clean looking. Very, very cool. And yeah, let's see. Oh, what's down here? I think this just leads down to like a branch mining area. And holy cow! Yeah, man, this is cool. I dig it a lot. So I like doing designs for branch mines, you know, like they add so much. Oh, I wonder if he just ran out of yeah, he probably just ran out of supplies there. But man, this is a heck of a design for your branch mine. Guys, get some inspiration from this. Let's see. He ran out of supplies over there. Let's see if this one looks a little more completed. Yeah. Man, that is fantastic. I love it. I love it. Oh man, found a mine shaft too. That's lucky. I didn't find a mine shaft at mine, and he hasn't even, well, it looks like he has touched the branch mine a little bit then. Okay. Right on. I would say that his base is a lot further along than mine is. So, and it's definitely got some more details in it. Alright, so let's head up here and see what we got going on. This was a little area that I came in, and he was trying to figure out how he was going to do these windows. He didn't have the vines at the time. But yeah, just check out the floor design. Like, every element of this has been thought out, you know, or thought through at least. Like, I love the ceiling design. He kind of took out that stone there, so there was a little bit of a lift. Yeah, just so many details going into this thing. I don't know if I've been up here all the way. Let's go see if there's anything going on up here. More floor design details. Oh, okay, you got his enchanting table over here. That's kind of a nice way to set up your enchanting table. He has done a lot of work on this since the last time I was here. I am really enjoying checking this build out. Okay, so how much further does this thing go up? Okay, I guess it ends here. But that is absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it. You know, I almost forgot about this base because it's so well hidden away. But this is Dragon Blades' base. So let's go in here and check this out. Now I know that the entrance to his base was a little bit messed up. Let's see, he never quite finished the tunnel getting down here. But I know that he and Waterbooper prank each other all the time. Oh, no, 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 no. No, you don't. Get away from me. Get away. No! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, crap. Okay, I'll fix this in just a minute, I promise. But anyway, this over here was not me. He let Waterbooper come in and just destroy this hall because I guess he wasn't happy with it. But actually, I think it looks alright, you know. I think this is a fine design for a chest room. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, I don't know what that portal goes to, and I know that there is another part of this base that he was working on that actually looks pretty decent. Let me see if I can find it. Wait a minute, have I been up here? Okay, we got a little enchanting room, and yeah, he had like a mob grinder. Yeah, I guess he had found a spawner, and this is where they drop down. I don't know if that's been deactivated or something. Looks like he's got a couple of them. But no, this wasn't it. There was a really cool looking part of his base. If I can find it. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll be right back with you. Here we go, guys. Check this out. This is a really cool looking design. And then you go down here, and this is a nice hallway using grass for the bottom. Underground is neat. Again, it's another unfinished hallway, but dude, Dragon, you were off to a really good start here, man. I think this is something you should try and develop, you know? Like, look at this. This has some potential to it. It's like starting to be an underground oasis, except for the lava and stuff. No, not another one. Get out of here. Come here. Alright. Crisis averted. But anyway, yeah, and check this out. Like, I don't know, some of you may not like this, but actually I think that it has a lot of potential. I don't know, like the wood and the coal go together. I mean, I just think this was going places. So anyway, Dragon, you were doing good, dude. I think you should, you know, pick it back up and see what you can do with it. Well, we're back, guys, and welcome to the spawn chunks. So right over there, about where the that farm is, that is an iron... Oh gosh, what is it called? The Iron Titan? No, it's not an Iron Titan. I can't remember what that's called, but it's one of those crazy iron farms by Tango Tech, I believe, and it's the 1.8 iron farm. But anyway, we've got a couple of things over here, just a couple of things really. This is a, what is it called, Wheat for Days, and the owner set this up within the first week or so, just for new players, and because we're all getting going and we all needed food, so she kind of did that to kind of take care of us. We've got a huge pumpkin farm for making jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like that. I want to say I set up this little cactus farm here just because I needed some cactus. I can't remember. If I didn't set it up, I expanded it. But anyway, this bad boy right here was a project that Knight was in charge of, and a bunch of people pitched in. I pitched in just a little bit, but I was kind of busy at the time, so I didn't get to do too much. I wish I could hop up there. The only bad thing about this is at some point, like, this was working like a charm when we first kind of set the reins loose on it, but there was like a misplaced block or something went wrong. I don't know what it was, but basically all of these doors got merged, okay, and there are over 1,000 doors in this farm, which I would know because I got the wood together for them. But over 1,000 doors, right? And this all got merged into one village. I can't remember how on earth that happened, but I felt so terrible for Knight when that happened. But since, our server isn't a massive server, and so it does definitely pitch in, you can't underestimate the factor of time. Even a one village iron farm running 24 hours a day can produce enough iron for a small server. So it's still a very useful farm, and I've definitely gotten a lot of use out of it, and even the wheat for days thing. So anyway, and this used to be like the what are those called? A taiga. It used to be a taiga. So like all the trees you see over here, at one time this was completely filled with those. If you go back and watch episode 1, you'll see where I spawned over here, and I had to kind of go like over this river and climb up this mountain and everything, and yeah. And I always love walking through here and walking through this terrain gen as well. I think that is fantastic terrain gen. Just for old time's sake, I wanted to kind of show this. This was my very first build on the server. It's what I worked on in episode 1, and it was the community branch mine. And there was at least one creeper accident in here, so it's missing some item frames and some torch holders, but I really enjoyed working on this little project, and it's got the coal block detail on the outside and the minecart going, and minecart rail, sorry, and I put a minecart out here too. I thought that was kind of a nice little touch, just for fun, Alright guys, well, here we are. We're finally here at Spawn Town, and I tell you what, my FPS in Spawn Town is always pretty bad. So I guess there's just a lot going on here, and I don't know. But I changed my texture pack back to the default to kind of help out a little bit, and I don't plan on doing a whole lot of moving around during the tour anyway. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys the view from up here. It's a pretty neat view, and there is a map down there we'll take a look at. And you can kind of see all this stuff, but not with this kind of color. Like, for example, my house looks like it's made completely out of stone, and so you just don't get the same effect as you do from up here. So I thought this would be kind of a neat thing to just kind of hop up here and take a quick look around. So this is a potato farm that JSF made, and it's really fantastic. I won't show you too much of it just for time's sake. But basically there's a switch in there that you hit, and it releases a water source block which covers and distributes over all 4 quadrants of this farm. The potatoes get carried underground and picked up by hoppers, which then feed into furnaces, which then are automatically picked up by minecart hoppers and then deposited into a chest. So it's a great way to get some free food and some cooked food, some good food, And the only thing you have to do is you have to replant it, but that's honestly not a big deal. So I have definitely gotten a lot of use out of this farm, so thank you JSF for putting that together. And yeah, let's go check out the next build. So this isn't completed yet, but I think this was being worked on by Dalek, and it's actually his second attempt at his spawn house. But first of all, I like the wall design. It's simple, but it's detailed. and just adds a lot. We opted to keep as much of the natural terrain in as possible in our spawn town, so it's been cool to see how people kind of cope with that. And yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's detailed. It's kind of like in the same style that Rossman is building in. Just really nice. Now, there's not a lot going on the inside here, but he's got a nice staircase going on, and you can see that this thing is going to be really cool. But, you know, the thing is that Dalek hasn't been on the server in a while, and you know what happens to your yard whenever you forget to take care of things is that it kind of gets out of control, and your grass just kind of starts growing, and it just gets taller and taller and taller. So, yeah, you know, it's really unfortunate. Like, you just kind of don't attend to things, and then pretty soon, you know, you just get all this really ugly tall grass, and then you start getting fines from the city and all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, Dalek buddy, you've got a really cool like tower started here, and it definitely looks nice. It's gonna be awesome when it's done, but dude, you might want to come mow your yard. Like it's starting to get pretty out of control. So as you can guess, this is gonna be the gist of my prank. Unfortunately, although the StreamCrafters are all super nice, and I feel very fortunate to get to play with them, and they really took me in as one of their own. They're not really much into survival, and so we got to a point where it's been kind of a slow crawl on the server, and so that's what we're doing. And I've got absolutely tons of bones, and we're gonna have tons of bone meal. So we're gonna check out the next place, and then we're gonna totally screw up their yard. In fact, let's just do this place. I believe this house was made by Kids and Lions, and he's got a really nice modern build here with lots of just shapes and things, and pretty sure this is completely an original design. But I really like the water features, especially, and kind of how he's tied in the bushes, and it's really nice. Man, you gotta stay on top of that yard, you know. It's like, I know, especially like on our server, it rains a lot, you know, and like, I don't know about where you guys live, but in Texas we get a little bit of rain, and you know, usually, like in my part of the state anyway, East Texas is real nice, but in West Texas it's real dry. It's like the oil industry has just sucked the life out of the ground or something. And but anyway, so a little bit of rain and we just get, you know, our grass just grows really fast. So anyway, yeah, Kids and Lions, dude, you better get on here and just kind of mow your yard before you get fined or something by the homeowners association or something. So here we've got Chewy's house, and you know, it's kind of like a basic starter house in terms of the materials used and the design concept, but it's really nicely done, and I really enjoy how he's got all of these crops sort of fenced in the front yard. And the little pathway here, and the horse stable is not bad either. And this bad boy right here, let me get a better view of this. Look at that windmill design. That is beast, especially in survival mode. But anyway, this is Knight's house. And the other really cool thing about this place is that in the process of doing this windmill and having this like island concept, he inadvertently made a massive squid farm. So he has ink sacs for days. Like, he basically set up a whole bunch of hoppers down there to collect them all. Now, I almost didn't think I was going to be able to do this prank for Night, but then I realized that he does have the island, so we'll just pop over here and get to work, and then I'll see y'all at the next house. So just for the sake of time, I'll just point these guys out. Mex has a little survival starter house over there. Looks like he was working on some kind of tower design in the back that was unfinished. And Scully started to build something over there, and that looks like it's in the style of a major project he was working on another server. He was building up a whole town. It was a really cool project, but I guess he never quite got done, or he only got to start with his house here at our spawn town. So this house is Dragon's house, and we worked on this house together. We kind of co-designed it in a creative world. And, you know, it was simple but nice, and now it is just an absolute piece of garbage. It has been pranked so many times. I think, was it either JSF or maybe Kids and Lions? No, I think it was JSF. Had a whole thing where he suspected Dragon of stealing from him, and so he called the police, and the police showed up, just parked in the yard. They had at one point taped off this entire property in evidence tape. And who is this? I think this was Waterbooper. Put the chicken on top of the house, which is amazing. It's an amazing chicken just for the fact that it has a little fedora hat. And I want to say Night and Stream put a squid up there, and they built a giant aquarium around his property. So anyway, I guess he came in and put these banners in. But anyway, it's almost nighttime. I'm gonna get to work. I can't remember whose house this is. I know it's not Dragon's house, even though that's what the sign says, because this is Dragon's house. But anyway, it used to look a lot nicer before all this rain came in and all the weeds started popping up and all that stuff. I want to say maybe this is KR's house. So here we are at Alex's place, and for those of you that have been following my channel for a while, you may remember Alex from the season of UHC that I did. He was my partner in that one, and we came in second, which was pretty good. For the sake of time, I'm just going to speed through the next few houses. This one belongs to Totally Kim Kim. I think this one belonged to JSF. I wish I knew who belonged to this house, but there's not a sign on it. I will say that this yard used to look really, really nice. You can see it's got one of those fancy yard designs and some really nice gardening. Yeah. So, nice design, very nice starter house. And here we have the abode of St. Patrick. Oh, but yeah, as you can see, since this is all snow, well, I guess that snow has kept all the grass down. So, you win this round, St. Patrick. And then likewise, I'll just walk over here real quick. This is the O-Dudes plot, and it's always been one of the prettiest plots on the server. I wish I could remember whose house this was, but I just can't. So if you happen to see this video, please let me know in the comments. And here we have Waterbooper's house. Waterbooper is probably one of the most beloved members on the server. And right next to Waterbooper, we have streamphotog. She is the owner of the server. And she has a really nice modern house design. It reminds me of a house that I built based off of Carouse's design once. And last but not least is Cape Fear John's plot. And he did something I think that was awesome. He made himself a little tree house here, a little tree fort. So I'm really kind of bummed out at how things have gotten on the server. I did see KR on a little bit earlier, which is cool, but it seems like everyone's been taking a really long break from Minecraft, and we just have to do something about that. So I decided, well, we're gonna have to, I guess, issue like a notice or something. So let's see, dear StreamCraft resident, let's see, your yard is how do we say this? I've never actually gotten a letter like this before, so I wonder what it would say. It's like, I'm trying to think of like either the city or the homeowners association. Let's do the homeowners association. Your yard is out of control due to neglect. This is causing property values, whoops, I can't spell, property values to plummet in the neighborhood. As a result, you must either mow your yard or be fined a diamond block to have it mowed for you. I guess, I don't know, I kind of wish there was more to it than that. Let's see, your yard is out of control due to neglect. This is causing property values to plummet in the neighborhood. As a result, you must either mow your yard or be fined a diamond block to have it mowed for you. You have 1 week. Oh, 1 week. Kind regards, the StreamCraft home Owners Association. Perfect. Sign. Let's see. Yard violation. Cool. Excellent. So now if we go to a crafting bench, which I believe we have them up here, and then we put this book in here. Whoops. No. That was a fail. Alright, so then we just put a bunch of books around it. Why are my controls not working? Oh my gosh. There we go. So something like this, and then we should be able to just copy that book to all of these other books. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and copy this book, drop it off in mailboxes, and I've got a handful of chests for the guys who don't have mailboxes. That's perfect. Yeah, and I'll see you when that's done. Alright guys, well I think that pretty much covers it. You can see I just, like what I did with Cape Fear John's plot right here, I just kind of put a chest with yard violation notice on it, so that way they can't possibly miss it. But sorry, I had some weird camera stuff going on there. But anyway, hey, let me know what you thought in the comments about the little prank and the server tour. I hope you enjoyed the server tour. It's kind of my tribute to the first server to really take me in and make me feel like one of their own. And hopefully this little prank, I'm about to, as soon as I upload this video, I'm going to shoot an announcement basically over Skype, over the Skype chat. So hopefully it'll motivate everyone to hop on the server, clean up their yards, and who knows, maybe even start working on a few old projects. We'll see. But anyway guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, may you be happy, may you be well, and take care. We'll see you later.